Hey y'all, it's your girl Ellie. Look, y'all know it's been a minute. Your girl, look. As y'all know by now, you saw the title. I tested positive for COVID 19. Look like it's gonna be 20, 21, 22, and so forth. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, I tested positive. So I really just hopped on because I kind of wanted to so since I've tested positive, of course I had to quarantine. So I had to quarantine for they told me 10 days. Okay. So I just want to tell y'all a little bit about my journey and then just my thoughts about what's going on and how the news is just trying to spin everything to get this COVID shot. Y'all, I just had to turn it off. Okay, so look. Don't mind the confetti in the glass. Right about now, I need to see something to make me feel good. But anyway, so I'm gonna just tell you how my experience has been so far. All right, so first of all, y'all know we all go to work sometimes. If we feel like we have a little cough or feel like we underwell, we just programmed to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? You take a little over-the-counter medicine and you push through. So I'm going to just say for 10 days before I actually was diagnosed, I was just taking over-the-counter medicine, going to work and coming home, resting and going to work until, I got diagnosed. But I don't know if I had it. Because I know when I started to feel sick, I don't know if I just had a bug and then I actually just caught it 3 days later, 5 days later, somewhere, whatever. I don't know where. So, but anywho, y'all, for I had been feeling bad, kind of just weak, just like a cold, just having how you feel weak. But the thing about it, it was just my nose wasn't running, my throat ain't stretchy, nothing. It was just, I was feeling really weak, tired, and I was coughing a lot, having coughing spells, a lot at night and early in the morning. And then, so, if I'm going to work during the day or later in the day, evening shift, then, I'm not going to really have the symptoms until I, get home. And then, I take the meds and go to sleep. Y'all know what I'm saying. So anyway, so I go to work that Thursday. And I was like, dang, this shit ain't working. I'm taking all kind of stuff over the counter. And it's the feeling was I wasn't getting better. It's damn, maybe it's a little super cold, and I'm gonna have to go get some antibiotics to get, because y'all know, anybody know me, I don't like being sick. So I don't know why all these pop-ups keep coming on my Amber's. I'm calling you because see, you the one here at my laptop and I ain't got time for this. All these pop-ups, I don't like that. Yeah, but okay, anyway, y'all know sometimes I get off track. So, all right, so what was I saying? Oh, so I went to I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to work, and then I was like, I probably need to just go and get myself checked and maybe get some antibiotics, because the over the counter stuff is not making me feel no different. And 10 days of feeling like that is So when I got out of work, I went that night. So I went to Conway LSU Ochsner Medical Center, right? So this 7:30 when I make it there. So long story short, because I'm not gonna really go off on that, but get there, get triaged, and I was there for 4 hours, and that's all I got was triaged. So when I asked the lady what's going on, I'm trying to figure out why it's people that came after me that left before me, and the only person I see is me and this man that's been here, and he was before I walked in. So I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we getting all the ambulances and okay, whatever, but I see what you're doing. You putting the kids in front of adults, and then you putting other people in front of adults, and then you arguing a lot of emergency stuff, ambulance on the other side. So I see what's going on, but I'm like, y'all, I know I love the kids, but at this point, I'm like, I'm sick too, you know what I'm saying? And I was here way before all of them. And y'all, that's another thing. Like, this shit is so fucking, like, so contagious, so real. Like, it was like at least six kids that came in the 4 hours that I was there. And it was like only one of them, I would say, was like for something else. And the other was like cold symptoms or whatever, fever, stuff like that. So this strand is out here and contagious. So all right. So at this point, y'all, I done been to work sick, tired. I've been sitting in this chair for 4 hours, and then at some point, like when you leave, like I left out a couple of times because everybody coughing, and I was just like, if you ain't sick, you gonna get sick. You know what I'm saying? So I went outside, sat a minute, come back in my chair, gone, hit stand a little bit, then go back outside. Then I got another chair finally, and it was just like, what the. And like I wasn't the only person left, that like a couple of other people just left. So that was my experience with LSU Conway Ochsner Healthcare Center, right? So the next day, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna get up early enough because the way I'm feeling to go to the doctor before I go to work. So I'm gonna just go, and then if I feel real bad, I'll go after work again like I did Thursday. So Friday comes, and I worked my shift, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just go in the morning when I get up, because I do know I need to go, because whatever I'm taking not working for me, and I just do not like feeling sick, weak. I don't like that. But you know how we are, we'll wait until we just can't wait no more, like, let me go, you know what I'm saying? So y'all know I must have been feeling really bad, I'm one of them people, like, I literally had to feel like bad, like, bitch, am I dying to go? But anyway, so I give myself up, Saturday finally, and y'all been taking like vitamins, so I took my I was taking over counter vitamins, and then like cough syrup and stuff, so I had took all the medicine. And I don't know why, but I decided I'm hungry, let me go get something to eat. So on the way going to get something to eat, oh my God, all the medicine kicked in. So I'm like, oh Jesus, I don't feel well, and now I'm sleepy. Like, you know how you get sleepy where it's like, oh, please just let me back home, because I don't want to fall asleep. But bitch, I done took about 6-7 different medicines. So yeah, so get my food and then get home. Y'all, one of my favorites, y'all, Waffle House. Get ready to eat the food and can't taste nothing. Tastes like nothing. Cardboard water. So I'm like, that's funny. So I'm like, friend, I can't taste nothing. Like, so friend, like, girl, go get yourself checked. Go take care of yourself. Go see what's going on, friend. So I'm like, okay, friend. So I go. I'm like, but I'm sleepy. I gotta lay down about an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and go. I could now, at this point, I'm thinking, this is the first time it ever hit me in my head. Damn, this could be COVID. Because I'm like, I've never in my life not been able to taste. That's some weird shit. So I'm like, damn. So I'm getting like a little nervous. And so I'm thinking about how they be saying, like, people be feeling kind of bad, then they pass at home, or I just, mind with the going. So I said, let me just go ahead and go. So y'all, I get to St. Francis Medical Center, right? So yeah, thank you, Jesus, for the earth angels. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me have the caregivers that I had. Y'all, it was such a different experience. Okay, so I get to St. Francis, and they got the lady checking your temperature, which I'm just, as I go, y'all, I'm just gonna hit on little stuff that I be thinking about. The temperature check, to tell you, y'all, I never ran the temperature the whole time I've been sick. So all that, the first thing you might have COVID is the temperature. It's a lie. I've never had a temperature. So the lady, she's asking me at the door, like, have you been around anybody that has COVID? And or you know, I'm like, not that I know of, but I have cold symptoms. I can't taste, and I have been coughing. So she's like, okay. So she's like, go over to the window and get checked in. So I'm like, okay. So I go, and you know, it's one person in front of me giving, you know, they information, whatever, sign up papers, and boom. So y'all, let me tell you how efficient this was. Like, thank you, St. Francis. While I'm, you know, telling the people like what's wrong, and you know how you have to sign a little paperwork to authorize your health, you know, for them to do whatever they do. I get called to damn triage. I'm like, bitch, I know you lying already. Like, how? I ain't even been here 15 minutes. So she like, go ahead and like get triage and come back and sign your paper so you can get seen. I go get triage, you know what I'm saying. Come back to the window. But when y'all, well, yeah, I come back to the window, and then I do my you gotta sign the authorization papers. But let me say this: before I had, you know, I was when I came out the triage, there was a man there, and y'all, this strain is like real. When I tell you, like, but I don't think that as many people is dying from this strain. And hear me, I don't think as many people is dying from this strand, but it's more contagious. So I would say more people are getting it, and I would say that you might end up on like a ventilator. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of dying, your worst thing might be the ventilator stuff instead of the dying. But of course, you know, people are gonna die still from this. So I'm gonna just say it like that. But so there was this guy, and he had COVID, and he was like, I want to get retested, and she was like, it's only been 4 days, it's gonna come back positive, so we can't test you. So he was like, okay, and she was like, well, do you feel any better? When you know, he was like, I you know, I feel okay, but you know, that's another thing I noticed with COVID. Sometimes you feel like, since I've, you know, been down, you feel like you okay, but then when you get to moving around, you be like, oh no, I'm not okay, you know. So that's another thing too. But so anyway, he left. So I finished my stuff, and then it was like 15 minutes later, y'all, they called me to the back. But I'm gonna tell you one other thing. I ain't telling nobody else business, but I'm just telling y'all my experience, and like of what my experience was, and then just what really is going on. So even when I was waiting for them to call me back to the room, it was an older guy and his wife, and you know, they be asking like, is you military, Medicaid, veterans, you know, or just asking your personal information, which I feel like they should probably put you in a room, because don't nobody be wanting to tell their number, and it just, you know, what's wrong with them in front of everybody. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. He was just giving her information, and then she was like, okay, you can go upstairs and do the vital fusion. I didn't know what that was. So they was like, it's gonna take you like 2 hours, and they're doing like 5 people at a time, whatever. I'm like, I wonder what that is. How he come to the emergency room? But just remember what I'm telling you. So, you know, they go off upstairs somewhere. So I like 15 minutes later, they called me to the back, and so I'm in the room. You know how we wait in the room, you know, sitting there, whatever. So about 15 minutes later, after I'm sitting in the room, it was like 30 minutes. It was a little wait. The doctor come in, and he you know, tell me breathe in, breathe out. You know, they check your little breathing, and then, you know, be like, let me see your pulse. And he's like, okay, well, you know, where did you come in? I was telling him I couldn't taste, and I've been coughing a lot, just feeling weak. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a COVID test. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm just sitting there chilling, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna you know, the nurse will be down, and she'll, you know, come give it to you. And so like 15 minutes later, the nurse came, and you know, I was already prepared. I knew it was gonna be uncomfortable, because everybody say it's uncomfortable, right? So I knew it was gonna be uncomfortable. So I'm like, let me get in position. So I'm in the chair, y'all. So I'm still in the chair. So I sit back, like, you know what I'm saying. So she stick this damn long ass, the damn thing like about this damn long, and she gonna stick about this much of this shit up your damn nose all the way up into here, and it's gonna tickle. And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when she did it, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, Jesus, that's a bit much. So, she was like, okay. She was like, okay, sweetie. You know, it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. And then, you know, we'll come back and let you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I'm still sitting there chilling, like, you know. And in the room it was like a chair, and it was like a bed, like a scratching bed. So, but I'm still like, you know, I guess I was thinking about I was at Conway or some shit, because I'm still just sitting in the chair like, okay, they gonna give me some antibiotics or whatever, maybe a little bug, and I'll be on my way. So I'm sitting there, you know. 20 minutes later, the doctor come in. He said, well, yeah, it's COVID. So I'm like, oh. And then he was like, so we can give you a IV, a Vitafusion. Boom. Right? So I'm like, you know, I'm sitting there kind of shocked, and I'm like, oh shit, I hope this ain't the shot. Y'all know me, everybody has their own opinion of what they want to put in their body or what they want to do, but me personally, I don't want the shot. I don't want the shot right now. So, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So, for now. So, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking like, what the fuck is in this shit you finna give me? Because I didn't even know they had something that they can give you, other than they usually tell people just go home for 14 days, and if you feel bad, come back between that time. So I'm thinking like, what is this he talking about? So I said, is it like the shot, you know? And so I'm going to just say, he was like, no, I would not even tell you to get that shot. So I'm like, okay, doc, man, you on the same page. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, so, you know me, I'm still like, but it's COVID in it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, vaccines, they're going to put whatever they trying to fight, they put that in it. So I'm like, I don't want to, I already got COVID in me. I don't want no more of it in me. Even though it's with whatever else, I just don't want it no more, you know. So he was like, no, basically it's like a matter of fact, y'all, I got the little pamphlet. Let me see. I never look. I think they tell you what's in it. But he was like, it's basically antibiotics that your body already make, probably with some more vitamins or something. Let me see. Well, I don't even know if I can pronounce this. It says Carcerivimab 60 milligram milliliters, MDV-mab 60, and it just, I don't know. I thought it was a little bit, y'all know, I'm just saying, but that's what, if you know something about medicine or whatever, that's what it says is in it. It ain't got, you know, and some sodium chloride, which that's the saline stuff that she probably gave me. But anyway, y'all, this is a little packet they had gave me about some information about COVID, or what to do, how to treat myself and stuff like that. So that was that came in handy. But anyway, so back to the I'm gonna just call it the IV, but the name of it is Vitafusion. So you know, he was like, yeah, I would recommend that because it will keep you from getting on a ventilator. He said, you know, basically they kind of, so whatever it is, it must boost your immune system to help you, like that shot that everybody supposed to be getting. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. So he told me it was gonna be a minute for the medicine to come, like 2 hours. And I remember that they were saying it was gonna be like 2 hours for the guy, because the woman didn't have the guy, her husband just had it. So yeah, it took 2 hours, y'all. But you know, I was probably waiting on it 3 hours, because I would say like they had to put the order in, and then, I ain't the owner order, so you know what I'm saying, put the order in, and then I guess they have to mix it and let it sit a certain amount of time, and then they can do it. So anyway, it's gonna take you, it took maybe 3 hours of waiting. So he leave out, my nurse come in, or I don't know, she was a doctor, nurse, my caregiver, thank you so much. But my caregiver came in, my caregiver nurse, that's what I'm calling. So, because I don't know if she was a doctor or not, I don't know. My earth angel, I'll put it like that, came in, and she was like, I forgot her name, y'all. And I don't know if, let me look on maybe it's on here. See, I don't know, because these are like PA and medical doctor. I don't think her name is on here. I'm not gonna say these names. But because somebody might get a little bit upset about me saying that he said don't take it. So anyway, so she came in and she was like, I'll be your caregiver. So I'm still sitting in the chair, y'all. And she was like, did you want to sit in the bed or whatever? I'm like, well, I guess since I'm a beer for a minute, yeah. So she was like, well, I'll go ahead and do your IV. So when the medicine get here, we just go ahead and get on it. So I'm like, cool. So she put the IV in, and she was like, so what you like to watch on TV? And so I was like, crime shows. And she was like, okay. So y'all, she had put on First 48, and that went off, and then I started watching John Wick 2. Y'all, that is a good movie. Like, since I've been at home, I've been trying to find it, but it's like, I ain't trying to pay for it, so I'm trying to figure out how to pull it up, and I ain't gotta pay for it. I'm just saying, that was a good movie. Y'all got halfway through it, but anyway, so I'm just chilling now, relaxing, you know what I'm saying, watching, my favorite type of shows or whatever. So she come in a couple of times, and she was like, I'm just letting you know, we still waiting on your medicine, we still waiting. I'm like, okay, cool, this cool. So I'm chilling. So she come in, she's like, they finally, sent it down about 3 hours later. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she set it up. And while she's doing my, I guess putting my information in the computer, y'all, she like having a conversation with me. And that's something that you don't get that when you go to a hospital. You know what I'm saying? Usually they, you in that room for an hour, and then they come in for 5 minutes, and then, but she was in there the whole time. And like the Vitafusion, the drip, it takes like 30 minutes. So in that time, we were talking about, because she had told me that she had had it before, and how she kind of found out, and her husband had it, and just how it was the first go around. Just come in the conversation just made me feel comfortable, relaxed. Because when they do tell you that, you do kind of go thinking about, damn, especially how the media is just hyping certain stuff up. So especially with people with like pre-diabetes stuff. I have pre-existing stuff, so I'm like, Jesus, I am in the hospital with COVID. So anyway, that it was just a relaxing experience. It didn't, like from what I've been looking at when I got home, I'm like how everybody's playing the blame game, and it's like it was just like that was just a relaxing experience. So far as with what I was going through. So okay, so after that, and then they tell you everything they're doing and about how long it's gonna take. That's another thing they did to make you at ease. So she was like, well, we're gonna do this, and then like you'll be on a saline drip, and that's kind of us observing you to make sure you're not allergic to anything for like an hour. And so I'm like, okay, so 30 minutes on the Vitafusion, hour on the drip. So when she stayed in a little bit for the drip, took my vitals, like I think twice in that time, and that was that. So she was like, well, I'm gonna go out and let that do what it do, and then when you get through with that, you'll be ready to go. And I'm like, okay, cool. So She's like, you need anything with it? I'm like, I'm good. Like, y'all just it just experience. You just don't understand. That makes a lot of difference too. So she go out, and then my the machine started beeping to let them know that I'm done. So I think this was actually a doctor came in, and he was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let y'all. I cannot stand this on my string, y'all. I'm just like, this is driving me crazy. But okay, so like so he was like, he came in, and he was like, okay, well, you ready to go? Mind you, he was like, you know how they say you're going to be discharged, you have to wait back 30, 40 more minutes for them to get your paperwork. She was like, okay, well, I'm about to do, I already did it. On they, St. Francis was on their stuff. My shit was waiting on me, when I was ready. So, he asked me, and the only thing I asked him, y'all, I did ask him about work. I'm like, how long do I have to be, quarantined? I can't, from work or whatever. Because that's one of the first things that's going to go through your mind, too. Like, bitch, I got bills. You know what I'm saying? So, he was like, since I don't, because he was like, well, how long you been sick? I'm like, I've been sick like 10 days, but I don't know if that, so he was like, look, just, since you just lost your taste today, and you just, we know you, been diagnosed, just do the 10 days. So, that's what your girl been doing, you know what I'm saying? But by this time y'all see this video, your girl will be well. Them 10 days of being passed. Will. So anyway, y'all, but yeah, that, and so, they gave me information packet and was like, if you feel bad or anything like that, come back. We have room, you know what I'm saying? And my nurse caregiver, Earth Angel, came back in, and she was like, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, which way you want? I said, just the quickest way. And she was like, I hear you, girl. So I told her thank you and stuff, and she's like, no problem, but if you have any issues, come back. And that was that, y'all. So, so that was my, like, experience of kind of finding out about, and then, like, what, so there is something that they can give you other than that shot that can help you out. So, a lot of people don't know that. And, I thank God, y'all, how, I'm going to just say this, like, when I went to Conway, if I had been diagnosed, they're not doing it. They just was just gonna let me know I have it and tell me to go home, and if I feel bad to come back. But they're not giving you anything, So in a way, it was a blessing for me not to be seen and have to go to St. Francis. And I'm gonna say one other thing. It's so ironic. After I got diagnosed at St. Francis, all of a sudden, Conway, EALSU, Medicare, Osner, healthcare center wanna start sending me my chart and are your symptoms getting worse in Texas? If you wouldn't worry about it when I was at your hospital for 4 hours, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you could call me, you know what I'm saying, inform me that my test came back positive. Y'all didn't even do that. It's like, let me just send her this information that she could go on her my chart and see that she got this. Like, who does that? Then if you texting me, am I feeling worse or better? Like, what does that got to do with anything? Like, do better. But I ain't gonna even really get on y'all no more, because I still have business with y'all. So I'm just saying that was just the most. But I know a lot was going on, but still, if people are at hospitals, they sick. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. But I'ma just say, y'all, so you at home, you gotta watch. I'm watching the news now, cause I'm like, damn, like I ain't even been going nowhere. Like, so I'm just like, what? So anyway, I see this blame game. All I see it is as a blame game, right? Oh, the unvaccinated are getting the vaccinated sick. And then they showing all these people in the hospital talking about, well, I was just being hard-headed. If I knew what I knew now, I'm in the hospital, I would have took the shot. Let me tell you something. I'm a with this COVID, let go, let God. You feel me? Let go, let God. all this people trying to create and act like they look. Let go and let God. If you meant to catch it, you're gonna catch it. If you're gonna get sick from it, you're gonna get sick. If you're gonna pass and go to, you gonna pass. So I'ma just say it like that. But all that, like, it's like a bullying, like the news, like they trying to bully people into it's like to get this shot. And I'm like, if you have it, I'm glad you got it, because I'ma just look at how I do you in the next year, and then I might get it. But all this mandatory, you gotta get this shot to work here and go in here, or we like, nah, like that ain't nah. So if you want to be so mandatory, you need to be mandatory about giving AIDS shots, cancer shots, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to just break a little bit down, then I'm going to get off of this. But it's just like when I was here and I'm going through this and I'm hearing how they're blaming the victims of the, like, I didn't make this shit. Keisha up the block didn't make this shit. Jerry around the corner. So this shit came from some higher up shit, right? So why are you blaming regular people for the shit y'all, whoever done did? Blame the right people. Blame the people that made this shit and put it out. That's what who the fuck y'all need to be blaming and trying to look into, instead of blaming victims, people that have had people die from this, people that have got extremely sick from this, people, that to me was just, and I don't know who the fuck gonna be the first person. Is it gonna be me to call this president out about calling everybody stupid that they ain't got the shot? This man, and I voted for Biden, really said, you're just stupid if you hadn't got the shot. First of all, just like it's doctors out there saying take the shot, it's doctors out there saying don't take the shot. And it is people that do have health issues that it's not for them to take the shot. And it's people that do have health issues that can take the shot. It depends on maybe their doctor's perspective or just that particular person. And with this disease, I don't believe you can, not disease, but virus, I don't believe you can characterize, like, if you say people with diabetes gonna lose their eyesight, gonna get limbs taken off, gonna have to eventually take shots. No, because everybody that has diabetes does not have to, go through that. Some people just take pills. Some people have to take shots. Some people just can't get right and they get to getting stuff cut off. But they all got diabetes, so you can't say that. And it's like, so you can't group people like in COVID. Like if you have pre-existing issues and you get COVID, you're gonna either in on a ventilator or you're gonna die. Prime example. I'm not on. I'm okay. So, for the time being now, I don't know, because, they say some people you feel okay, and then, you go to the other side real quick, and I understand it, because like I said, you do feel okay sometimes, and then you be like, oh, no, let me go, relax. So, I get that. But I'm just saying, like, the push, I had to cut the news off and, like, just really go and watch something entertaining, because it's like, they saying stuff like facts and it's not. Like, you don't hear the unvaccinated saying that the vaccinated people are making them sick. And I'm going to just hit you with this. Okay, COVID been out a year. We didn't start hearing about variants until they came up with the shot. And y'all, this is not a vaccine, it's a shot. Look up the definition of vaccine and then look up the definition of shot or cocktail shot or whatever, because that's what this is. It's not a vaccine. So I'm gonna just start calling it the shot. I might refer back to it, the vaccine, depends on how I'm saying what I'm saying. But okay, so I'm gonna just say this. You don't hear us unvaccinated people saying y'all making us sick. Mind you, you still can get it and give it to anybody else like me. So we could say, well, y'all making us sick because this variant is coming from the shot that I made. See, when you make a vaccine, they put in they done put the alpha COVID, right? Because now all of a sudden you hear variants are coming. They coming, and they coming. And I hope they don't be as contagious or worse than this one. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna get lighter or if they're gonna get worse but they probably gonna get worse. With me just thinking about some stuff, even you could put the Bible in this, but the variants are coming from the shots, the vaccine, COVID shots, vaccine. Every time they make a different shot vaccine, it's gonna make another variant. So you could say because you're taking this shot and you're making different variants, and these are worse than the alpha, then you making us sick. You can't say that. But we ain't all so into ourselves like that or playing the blame game, because I'm just saying that's something that I was thinking, because I'm like, what? Because it's like all of a sudden you heard variants, like damn, how the hell all these different? But you got us with 2 or 3 different vaccines, you got overseas with 2 different vaccines, so they coming, they here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where they're coming from. That's how variants come, facts. So now I see on the news they telling the pregnant women, go get the vaccine because it's in your baby. The baby, they see that the baby can get the whatever they done put in this shot, right? So my thing is this, because they just showing these, I had to have my baby 7 weeks early, 3 months early, all this, and I'm like, okay, but how that wasn't gonna happen if you hadn't? I mean, like, you can't say that. Like, stop. My problem is just stop saying stuff as facts when it's not. Like, they don't. This shit ain't been out long enough for you to even know, to be telling people to do this and that. And then to me, it's like, if y'all don't see how they changing stuff every damn day, go get your shot. You ain't gotta wear your mask. Okay, well, wear your mask. Okay, you can't get it, give it to somebody. Okay, now you can give it to somebody and get it, but you ain't gonna get that shit. Like, all that, look, wordplay, and everything's about timing. So I'm just saying, because I wanted to speak on this, because me having it and then just seeing certain stuff, and it was just crazy how I'm like, how do you call somebody stupid because they don't want to put something in their body? They don't even know what you ain't gotta tell me what's in it. Look, can I just ask you, is aborted fetal tissue in it? Can you answer that? Is the COVID virus in this shot? Can you know what I'm saying? Answer those, and then if people choose to still put that in their body, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I have no problem with who. I thank you for taking your shot. You know what I'm saying? Because you're part of the research. I thank you for being a research person. Letting them, I thank you for that. But me, I'm not, no. I mean, it ain't too much. Sometimes you feel like living for these days. But I do like my life. I ain't that, effed up with it. So that's just some stuff I was just thinking about, y'all. And like I said, it's been, I think this is like my 7th day of being, 7th day of being diagnosed. And like I said, I do still have a coughing spells. Not as much. I feel myself getting my energy, you know what I'm saying, because I was really weak. So, but my symptoms were like, I was just feeling weak, coughing, and then my food started to taste like aftertaste, of like if you take a vitamin and you bite it, how it tastes chalky. That's kind of how my food was it was just tasting weird, or maybe like and then I lost my appetite. And I mean, it's like I had my appetite, but no, I lost my appetite, but I could taste. And then it's like I can't taste, but I got an appetite. And I be craving certain things. And it's like, but you can't taste it. It's just weird. And then just like feeling like kind of getting out of breath. Like you get up and you feel like you could do something, and then you be like, Oh, let me see. So that, and the only thing that worries me about this is just I just wanna. I don't want. I just I do kind of be like I want to get my. I guess you could say strength, like to like have not get tired from walking or like get up and do one thing, have to sit down for a minute and then go do. You know what I'm saying? Like have to so my strength. But far as I mean, I haven't had a fever. My throat has never hurt. I mean, the coughing spells are like terrible, like, and usually they like late at night and early in the morning hours. And like what I would do is I sleep like propped or either on my stomach, and that helps a lot. So maybe that'll help somebody. But but the vitamins that I was taking, y'all, I'm about to get out because it's been a little minute. The vitamins I was taking was I was before my sister actually bought me a couple of things, y'all, because she been taking vitamins. So I'm gonna just tell y'all what she had bought me. This Ester C is for immune support. Take one a day. She told me how to take one, whatever, and what they was for. Thank you, sis. And then zinc, and it prevents virus from replicating. Zinc. I gotta go buy me some more of that. And then she gave me some elderberry, which I already went and bought me some more because I took all the ones she gave me, and it's antiviral properties to help fight virus infections. So the elderberry is really good. I already bought me some. The zinc, I have to go buy me some more, but I got a couple of more pills in here. And then the Ester C, I don't have any of that. I have to go, buy me some more of that because I got a couple of more pills left, and I'm gonna take all of these until I'm out. And then y'all, I have some vitamin C gummies. I have vitamin D pills, and I've been taking the Golies are good. Golies, Goli. Y'all know what I'm saying? Those are good to take. And what else am I taking? Oh, cough medicine, the syrup. And then I was taking Theraflu, but I'm not taking that no more because of the other stuff. And then I'm just drinking a lot of juice, yogurt, like orange juice, grape juice, yogurt, watermelon. This is what I've been eating. Chicken noodle soup with like a grilled cheese. A lot of cereal. And then a couple of days I ate like chicken nuggets and the Waffle House I told y'all. Because your body be like my body was craving this. Almost like it wasn't going to let me not be hungry in this. I got that even though I can't taste it. That's why I was like, this is some weird shit. But anyway, as y'all can see, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Your girl been missing in action for a minute just with everything. But, that's what had been going on with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of wanted to hop on and share my experience. And you know what I'm saying? Because this is my, it's probably going to be a lot of us experience this. I know a lot of people have experienced death and illness and y'all, like, I ain't gonna, we all probably was kind of like, oh, corona at the beginning, but this is like hella serious. And no, you're not stupid if you don't take a shot because you don't want to, and don't let anybody force you or make you feel like, oh, because a lot of people are starting to get it because they're like, well, I don't want to be the one to give it to anybody, because if you're vaccinated, you can get it and give it to somebody. If you're not vaccinated, you can get it and give it to somebody. And it's going to continue to be like that because the more variants come along from the shots and the things that the tweaking and stuff, that's just how it is. That's just facts. So don't, sometimes you have to do your own research and do what's best for you and not what, everybody around you telling you because they have an agenda. And, like I said, with the, will the shots help some people not die that probably would have got it? And yeah, I'm sure it would have. Is it helping people that actually get COVID to not have to die? Yes. Do you know if that's going to be you? I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough to do that. So, with that, I also think about it as if, that's something I feel like it's man-made. Why would I put something that's man-made in my body? Even though you giving it to me as a cocktail or shot, vaccine or whatever, you putting that in my body. No, if I'm going to catch it, I done let go, let God. You feel me? So, I'm just saying, so if you have you might say, well, I got this, I got that, let me go get it. I have pre-existing, I'm okay. Not to say, so really take it as a personal, you and your doctor discuss that before you go do something. So if your doctor says it's okay, they feel like it's something good for you, then do it. If your doctor tell you no, then don't do it. And don't feel stupid about not doing it. Don't feel bullied into doing it, because this is what the agenda that they're pushing. And I'm sure somewhere around here some kind of money finna be had to be, maybe they'll make it as a vaccine where you can have to pay $10, $20, $50 to get it every year. So I don't know. It's something with money. I know. Anytime it's some shit like this, and anytime they give your ass money to take some shit, and that's another thing. We're giving you money, making you a millionaire to take a shot. Like, seriously. Come on now. So that's all I want to say, to each his own, make your own personal decision, but for as letting anybody make you feel like I'm just gonna go and take it because they're saying that we're giving it, no. Do your research, boo. And we all have intuition about our bodies and stuff like that. So if it's something, I'm gonna just say God told me don't do it right now. So I'm gonna just do what Jesus told me. But sometimes he speaks to people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? But make sure it's him speaking and not somebody else speaking. I'm just saying. But yeah, y'all. So your girl's gonna, back at it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on the other little setup, doing some things, promoting the products, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out the Just Allie on Facebook. Check out the Allie and Rick Moy on Facebook, you guys. It look like I'm about to go to the store and having to do my Friday Night Lives again, y'all. Because I don't know, shit probably finna shut back down. That's what I predict. You know what I'm saying? Because the way this one and the kids, they go to school, they ain't gonna keep the mask on like talking about it. They touching, they running, they playing, they yeah. So I'm just saying, stay prayed up. And that's all you can do. Shoot, stay prayed up, I saw this video on YouTube. Yep, you probably already saw it. I mean, not on YouTube, but Facebook, with the little guy. Dang, I should have wrote down his name. But y'all know the little guy that be speaking words of, speaking the word, I say like that. And he was saying about what you're mad for when the Bible already tell ya what it is. He said it the best way. I mean, I'm like, damn, I learned something today. So anyway, I'm just gonna say, do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And just do your part, because another thing that was said, I'm gonna go for real, was you're not doing your part if you don't go get this shot. When you put your mask on, when you social distance, when you kind of ain't gonna sit up there and be like, just stay in the house, because we are living. So, when you're watching, you kind of watching the events that you might attend or how often you might attend, that's looking out. You know what I'm saying? That's caring. So, I could have easily, knowing that I had this, went in stores, not wearing a mask, touching stuff, laughing and kicking with, customers and stuff like that, if I didn't care. So, just do your part, the hand sanitizer, the glove. Most likely I'll be wearing gloves now, considering I deal with money, you know what I'm saying? You people touching, so, gloves, hand sanitizer, you know what I'm saying? Disinfectant spray, you know what I'm saying? What else, y'all? Wipes, you know what I'm saying? Just all you can do. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing that, if you wiping and making sure you sanitize when you touching doors and touching the carts, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all doing that when you get in your car, spraying it, disinfecting it, wiping it back down, you know what I'm saying? Keeping your distance when you're talking to someone, when you at the cash register, be mindful. And that was another thing, y'all. Just because you not sick don't mean that customer is not sick, or don't mean that person that's working behind that counter, or however their work setup is, ain't sick. I went to work, I wasn't feeling well for a minute before I actually knew what was going on with me. I'm not saying that's what it was the whole time, but I'm just saying, be mindful of that. And sometimes if you're mindful, it's just that will change your perspective of, maybe I should just go ahead and throw this mask on when I run in here or something like that. But at this point, I think they trying to make it back mandatory everywhere, and I don't know if they're gonna shut down, but my prediction, I really feel like, I know they worry about the economy, but either or, it's kind of, hey, figure out where the shit came from, who put it out. And then, if you kind of really are contributing to what's going on when you're making these cocktails up, making these variants, and then, like I said, how is the Delta more contagious than the Alpha? But the only difference I see between them is the Alpha was killed more people faster, but the Delta, more people was getting it. So what the next strand's gonna do? I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, stay prayed up. Drink you some juice. Get you some vitamins. Hand sanitize. Yourself, your vehicles, your homes, your workplaces. You know what I'm saying? Do your part, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to go get your shot, vaccine, do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? If you do, like I said, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll, watch the research that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'll read on it. But anyway, until next time, y'all. Bye.